Al Capone wasn't just a gangster. He was a businessman running one of the most profitable industries in American history. Ironically, that industry existed only because of government intervention. Prohibition didn't just ban alcohol, it created a market, eliminated legal competitors, and handed the supply chain to anyone daring enough to take the risk. The law turned petty criminals into millionaires and proved a timeless truth. When laws ignore demand, someone else will supply it. When the 18th Amendment banned alcohol in 1920, it was sold as a moral crusade. Ban it, and society will be purified. But moral idealism collapsed against economic reality. Demand didn't vanish. It intensified. With no legal supply, prices soared. And that's where Capone built his empire. Born in 1899 to poor Italian immigrants, Capone found his opportunity in Chicago's booming underground economy. Alcohol was the new oil, and he turned organized crime into a corporate structure, controlling breweries, routes, and speakeasies across the city. His organization earned $100 million a year, about $1.5 billion today. Capone was a CEO, not just a criminal. His genius wasn't just profit, but laundering it. He cleaned his money through restaurants and nightclubs, bribed officials, and made his empire look respectable. By the late 1920s, Chicago's underground economy was the economy. To many, Capone wasn't a villain he was an employer, even a folk hero. His success relied on risk management. He knew the law that made him rich could destroy him overnight. So he diversified gambling, prostitution, betting, but alcohol remained central because nothing matched its margins. Every bottle carried the price of bribes, smuggling, and danger. Prohibition didn't stop crime, it industrialized it. Corruption became a parallel industry. Capone's money reached cops, judges, and city officials. Justice followed price, not law. By the late 1920s, politics and organized crime were inseparable. The bloodshed, like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, wasn't just violence, it was economics. But his empire rested on political sand. The Great Depression shifted the nation's priorities. The government needed tax revenue, not moral purity. Legal alcohol suddenly looked patriotic. Capone had become the symbol of lawlessness, so they took him down not with bullets, but with taxes. In 1931, he was jailed for tax evasion. 2 years later, Prohibition ended, and his billion-dollar market disappeared overnight. The lesson? Prohibition didn't fail because crime was strong. It failed because the economy was stronger. Demand ignored the law, supply adapted, profits grew too large to suppress. Fast forward to today, the pattern repeats. Cannabis, once underground, now corporate. Profits move from gangs to boardrooms. Crypto, once unregulated, now institutionalized. Whenever the state restricts supply, the market shifts, not dies. From sanctioned oil to rare minerals, opportunity always hides in the gap between law and demand. That's the real lesson in Capone's story. It's not about crime. It's about the intersection of law, money, and opportunity. Capone exploited inefficiencies government created. You don't need to be a criminal to do the same. Those inefficiencies still exist everywhere. The ones who spot them first, legally or not, win. 3 takeaways. 1. Markets are never truly free. Policy shapes them, and when it shifts, money moves. 2. Scarcity, real or artificial, creates opportunity. 3. Policy-driven markets are fragile. If your wealth depends on a loophole, it's temporary. Capone rose because he read his environment better than anyone. He fell because he failed to adapt when it changed. That rule applies to every investor, entrepreneur, and policymaker today. Prohibition ended, Capone faded, but the cycle of policy, scarcity, and profit never stopped. You can still see it in cannabis, crypto, and commodities. As long as demand outpaces legal supply, the cycle will live on. History doesn't repeat, but if you don't understand it, it will crush you. If this gave you a new way to see things, stay tuned, because history doesn't just tell stories, it shows you where to look next.